As a brain doctor, I have seen many stroke patients arrive in the emergency room after what looked like a normal vegetarian dinner at home. The plate was full of healthy food. No fast food, no soft drink, only sabzi, roti and salad. Yet by early morning, one side of the body was weak, the mouth was pulled to one side, the words did not come out. That is the part that shocks most families. The problem was not burgers or fried chicken. The danger was hidden inside a vegetable they trusted for 60 years. My name is Dr. Heartwise. If you are over 60, or you take blood thinners after a heart problem or stroke, this video is for you. Today, I will explain how one very common green vegetable can quietly raise your stroke risk overnight when it is eaten in the wrong way. I will also show you how to keep this food in your diet safely without living in fear. Before we begin, do one thing for your health. Tap like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss practical stroke and heart tips. In the comments, tell me your age and which green vegetables you eat most often. I read the comments as if you are sitting in my clinic in Mumbai or Delhi. Let us start with a true story from my practice. Part 1. The healthy dinner that led to a midnight stroke. Mr. Sharma was 68. He lived in Pune with his wife. 6 months earlier he had a small stroke and was started on a blood thinner called Warfarin. His neurologist clearly told him to keep his diet stable. Same amount of green vegetables every week. One Sunday evening his family had guests. There was a big spread. Palak sabzi, palak paneer, green salad, coriander chutney. Everyone felt proud because the meal looked healthy and light. Mr. Sharma loved palak, so he ate 3 big servings. At 2:30 in the night his wife noticed that he was making strange sounds. His face was pulled to one side. He could not move his right arm. In the hospital the scan showed a fresh clot in the brain. Blood tests showed that his blood thinner had suddenly become weak. His clotting level was far from the target range. The main change in the last 24 hours was not a missed tablet. It was a massive jump in vitamin K from his plate full of spinach and other greens. This is the hidden story no one explains to seniors in India. The vegetable is not evil. The problem is the interaction between high vitamin K vegetables and certain blood thinner medicines, when eaten in large and irregular amounts. Part 2. Why this green superfood can turn risky after 60. Spinach and other dark green leafy vegetables, like palak, methi, sarson and bathua, are rich in vitamin K. Vitamin K is important for healthy blood clotting. When we are young and not on blood thinners, this is a good thing. But after a stroke or heart problem, many seniors are given medicines that thin the blood. One common example is Warfarin. Warfarin works by blocking vitamin K in the body so that the blood does not clot too easily. If you suddenly eat a very large amount of vitamin K-rich greens, the balance is disturbed. The extra vitamin K can make Warfarin less effective. Your blood becomes more ready to clot again. For a person who already has damaged brain or heart arteries, this can raise the risk of another stroke. Medical guidelines around the world say the same thing. People on Warfarin should not completely avoid leafy greens, but they must keep their intake consistent from week to week and avoid big sudden changes. The danger is not a small serving of palak every day. The danger is the weekend detox with a giant green smoothie, or 3 extra bowls of saag after many days of very little green food. This is why many seniors get confused. For 60 years everyone said eat more green vegetables for health. But no one explained that after a certain age and with certain medicines, the rules change. Part 3. The Indian juice trap that almost no one talks about. Now let us talk about one more vegetable that is popular in Indian home remedies. Bottle gourd, also called Lauki or dudhi. For many years people have promoted Lauki juice as a natural treatment for diabetes, blood pressure and weight loss. Used carefully as a cooked sabzi, Lauki can be part of a healthy diet. But there is a serious danger when seniors drink large amounts of raw Lauki juice, especially when the taste is very bitter. Reports from hospitals in India have described severe poisoning after consumption of very bitter bottle gourd juice in older adults with diabetes and high blood pressure. Symptoms included severe vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and a dangerous drop in blood pressure. In some cases, there were deaths. For a senior who already has narrow brain arteries, a sudden crash in blood pressure can trigger a stroke because the brain does not receive enough blood flow. So here are simple safety rules for Lauki. Never drink Lauki juice if it tastes bitter. If the first sip is bitter, spit it out and throw the juice away. Do not force yourself to drink it for health. If you feel unwell after drinking Lauki juice, go to a hospital immediately. If you like Lauki, cook it as a sabzi in normal amounts instead of drinking large glasses of raw juice on an empty stomach. Remember, a vegetable is not always safe just because it is green and traditional. Dose, preparation, and your medical condition all matter. Part 4. 3 more vegetable mistakes that push stroke risk higher. Now I want to quickly show you 3 common vegetable-related mistakes that I see in Indian stroke patients. Each one sounds small, but together they quietly push risk higher month after month. Mistake 1. Very salty pickles and vegetable mixes every day. Achar mixed vegetable pickles and salted chutneys are a big part of Indian plates. The problem is not the vegetable pieces. The problem is the heavy load of salt and oil. High salt intake raises blood pressure, and high blood pressure is the #1 cause of stroke worldwide. Studies show that reducing salt even by a few grams per day can lower stroke risk in older adults. You do not need to completely give up pickles. Keep the portion tiny. Think of 1 or 2 small pieces only for taste. Avoid eating pickle like a sabzi with every meal. Mistake 2. Deep-fried vegetable snacks. For tea time, pakora, bhajia, aloo tikki and crispy fried okra are favorites across India. Again, the original ingredient is a vegetable, but after deep frying in reused oil, these foods become a powerful mix of trans fats, salt and refined flour. Regular intake of deep-fried snacks is linked to higher risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. For a person with previous stroke, that means higher chance of another event. Keep fried vegetable snacks for rare occasions. On normal days, choose roasted, steamed or lightly sautéed options instead. Mistake 3. Packaged vegetable juices with added sugar and salt. Many city seniors are drinking packaged vegetable juices and soups thinking they are healthy. The label shows pictures of tomato, carrot, beetroot, and spinach. But the small print often shows high sugar, high salt, and preservatives. These ready drinks can spike blood sugar and blood pressure while giving far less fiber than whole vegetables. For stroke prevention, whole cooked or raw vegetables on your plate are always better than a box or bottle. Part 5. How to eat vegetables safely after stroke in India. Now that you have heard the dangers, I do not want you to fear every sabzi in your kitchen. Vegetables are still one of the strongest shields against stroke when used wisely. Here is a simple plan you can follow and discuss with your doctor. If you are on Warfarin or any medicine where your doctor has mentioned vitamin K, eat roughly the same amount of leafy greens each week. Avoid big sudden changes like going from almost no greens to large detox juices. Tell your doctor about all herbal juices and green powders you use. Ask if you need extra blood tests when you change your diet. For all seniors after stroke or with high blood pressure, keep salt low by reducing pickles, papad and packaged soups. Limit deep-fried vegetable snacks to special days. Use more steamed, boiled or lightly sautéed vegetables with simple spices. Drink water regularly through the day instead of depending on juices. For Lauki and other cucurbit family vegetables like bitter gourd, never drink juice that tastes unusually bitter. Stop immediately if you feel pain, vomiting or dizziness after such juice. Use these vegetables cooked in moderate amounts instead of large raw juice shots. These small changes can reduce your stroke risk without telling you to abandon Indian food or turn your plate into something foreign. Part 6. Call to action for you and your family. Let us make this practical. Tonight when you look at your dinner plate, ask yourself silently in your mind, are my vegetables cooked and seasoned in a heart-friendly way? Am I keeping my greens consistent if I am on a blood thinner? Am I relying on salty pickles and fried snacks instead of simple sabzi? If the answer is no for any line, choose one habit to change this week. Only one. Maybe you start by cutting your pickle serving to half. Maybe you stop buying packaged vegetable juice. Maybe you decide that Lauki juice is out, but Lauki sabzi stays in. Tell me in the comments which habit you will change first and which vegetable you eat most often at home. Your comment may inspire another senior in India to avoid a second stroke. If this video opened your eyes, do 3 things now. Press like, so more people in India see this information. Share this video in your family, WhatsApp group so that parents and grandparents are protected. Subscribe to the channel, Dr. Heartwise, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next episode in our stroke series. Remember this, Vegetables can be powerful medicine or they can quietly become a problem. The difference is knowledge, moderation, and coordination with your doctor. I am Dr. Heartwise. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and treat every meal as a chance to protect your brain, not damage it.